Well, if you didn't make it out to Mopar Heaven 2025 at Texas Motor Speedway, then here's a quick little walkthrough. And I say quick, I sped it up a little bit, but it's still going to take some time. But feel free to watch it and fast forward if you want to see some really cool Mopars. This is at the very beginning. When you first walk in, there's just regular cars. I think you had to pay to park on the infield out here. And I guess these cars aren't really show cars or in a contest or anything, but it does give you a good parking position for the show. And you can see in the background they have the drifting going on, which you saw at the beginning of the video. That was really cool, and apparently you could pay to ride as a passenger, which looked absolutely terrifying, but still a really cool thing. So anyway, there's just going to be a bunch of cool Mopars, and then in a minute we'll get inside and show you some more really super custom builds. But you can see on the walkthrough, even the ones that are out on the side. Now, some of these cars were coming and going to go do the laps on the oval, and then they would come back and park. And some of them were just static displays because they have a lot of setup going into their display, so they definitely wouldn't want to move it. This one was pretty cool, the fake taxi. I love what the guy did with the yellow car. I got a video of him coming by later when he was leaving the oval track. It was pretty cool. One of the neatest things about walking this area on the side next to the fence is there's a road behind me, and that's where everybody is coming and going from different parking lots. And so you could hear exhaust, superchargers, turbo whistles. I mean, the noises were just absolutely insane coming from some of these awesome builds. And unfortunately, I didn't bring my Scat Pack up there because I brought the family, and there was just too many people to squeeze into the car. But I knew I wasn't going to miss it because I was going to be seeing a lot of really cool Mopars and Challengers and Chargers and everything up there that other people have put a lot of time and money in. And it's funny because I'd even thought to myself, you know, I'm probably going to see 10 white wide-body Challenger Scat Packs just like mine in here, except for they're going to put mine to shame because they're going to be customized and built. But turns out there wasn't as many as I thought. I'll show you one later that looked really cool. It was a white wide-body, but they had some racing straps on it, and that was really neat. That's one thing I've always considered. And if you look here, you'll see a 2024 right there, that white, brand new electric, and look, 0 people are walking around it. Nobody stopped to look at it or check it out, discuss it. It was kind of interesting, but I knew that was going to be the case. I mean, look at all these Scat Packs, Hellcats, and regular V8 Hemi 5.7s. I mean, nobody was interested in that EV, and it's a shame. It looks pretty neat, but when you have it alongside all these other cool cars, it really just can't hold a candle to them, at least in my opinion. Now, as it turns out, I had walked, I don't know, maybe 8,000 or 9,000 steps that day to go walk and see all the cars, but the best 9,000 steps I'd ever taken, I can tell you that. And I love these Magnums. There's always a cool selection of Magnums there that a lot of people are customizing, and some of them had that stock look from back when they were available. And a lot of folks are putting the front end to the Dodge Charger on there. And honestly, I don't know why Dodge never made that. It looked really cool. I like how that turned out. But anyway, when you're outside, there was about, I don't know, maybe 4 outdoor little subsections, and then a whole nother section that I was walking by the fence earlier. But just, I mean, look at these wraps. Insane. I love the theme ones. I can't ever really think of a cool theme for my car, but some of them just take these themes and they just run with it, and they have all the stuff that goes with it, and the wraps, and all the stuff under the hood to make it the airbrush. I mean, look at that right there. That's really cool. The one next to it, there were tons of Mopar clubs, and that's really awesome. I live in Deep East Texas, and so we don't really have one around here. But it's, I'm sure, really something cool to be a part of if you live in a bigger area and you have a bunch of like-minded Mopar owners. That's pretty neat. One other really cool thing about this Mopar show is it really shows you everything that's Mopar related that you kind of forget about especially if you're a car owner. You know, you obviously think about the Challengers and Chargers, but I mean, there's a Dodge Neon, the Jeeps, the Jeep Cherokees, the Wranglers. There's a lot, these old Dodge trucks. There's a lot of things that fall under the Mopar umbrella that you kind of forget about. Well, not that Ford. I don't know what that's doing there. But anyway, so it's really neat. And there's even a section here in a little bit that has the old ones from the 60s and 70s. I don't know a lot about them, but it was still really cool to see them and check them out. And they had some cool Viper trucks in there, and those are pretty neat. There were a few Vipers. I went to this a couple years ago, and I always expected there to be more Dodge Vipers, and for some reason, I guess I'd never heard of this event when I had my Viper, so unfortunately I never was able to take it up there, and then I got rid of it and have had a couple of Scat Packs. So that would have been fun to take that up there, but anyway, just keep walking with me. And if you have a car on here, if you're watching this video and you had a car at the show, post a comment at the time where I passed it. I'd like to be able to see what you were driving. When I posted this video a couple of years ago when we went, I got a few comments from people saying, hey, that's my car at 3 minutes and 12 seconds or whatever. And it's pretty neat to be able to know that some of you guys that were there at the show watched the video and can tell me which car was yours, because a lot of them were just, I mean, just super insane. And in most cases, the owners weren't really around to be able to talk to, because they're out enjoying the show and doing other stuff too. So it'd be pretty neat if you have one in the show to let me know about it. I'd like to see which one was yours. And that's the best part of the show. These guys just kind of standing around talking to each other about their cars. That's the most fun, meeting people. And even if you brought friends along with you, just sitting there and enjoying the atmosphere of the car culture. And this is that white wide body I was telling you about earlier, and he's got two different color shakers, so depending on his mood, I guess he can switch out whatever he wants. And that smoke show, one of my favorite. You'll see, well, if you saw the thumbnail, I took a picture of somebody's smoke show Charger, because that's my absolute favorite color. I wanted one so bad when I got mine, but I got mine in 2021, and these cars were selling so fast that I kind of had to take what I could get. I figured that I would get the 21, and then 23 I would build me a last call, exactly what I wanted, which was a smoke show wide body with a sunroof and the shaker package. But as it turned out, 2023 just wasn't a super great year to buy a Dodge Challenger anymore, because interest rates had gone through the roof, and I'd heard there were some issues with the 23 models as far as quality goes and everything. So anyway, as it worked out, I still have my 21, and I absolutely love it, and I hope to keep it as long as I possibly can. And Underground Tuning had a really cool booth set up and some really sick looking rides out there. These two here had driven by earlier when I was walking, and they sounded absolutely threatening. It was amazing. I should have talked to them about what products they offer for mine. I briefly looked them up not too long ago, I guess maybe about a year ago, when I had considered tuning my car. But I may end up just waiting until the warranty is up and then doing something with it. I don't know, because I'm not quite as risky as some of these others. I don't have a bunch of money lying around to fix something if I break it. So anyway, that was another cool display, if you saw that one, of somebody just going all out. Absolutely. And there's a cool looking Dodge Viper. There's another white wide body Challenger back there. Looked really cool. Had some graphics on it. And what do you think of this new Charger in a chrome wrap with those chrome dish wheels? That was interesting. Now this all-white collection, you know I love having a white Challenger. Look at all that. Demons, Demon 170s, Viper trucks, T-Rex. Geez, that'd be nice to have in the garage. Okay, so inside this area here were the most insane builds, I think, of the entire show. I mean, everyone, look at this thing. It looks like one of the cars that was in the movie Cars, where they try and run Mac off the road. I mean, the lighting, it was incredible. And every car in there just was, I don't know how much money was spent on these cars. Unbelievable. And between the lighting, the performance, all of the decorations on the cars, the wraps, I mean, everything, absolutely beautiful. And on the other side of this room, it turns out my favorite of the show is on the other side of the room. It was a his and hers. And let me tell you, if you're a car guy and car gal, these people had like couple goals. I even talked to a guy that was there. Him and his girl were looking at it, and I said, man, this dude's making us look bad. The way they have their cars set up, I mean, it was, you could tell these guys were just in love with their cars, in love with each other. It was actually extremely inspiring. It was really, really cool. And we'll get to those guys in a minute. I don't know anything about them, but they had Maryland plates on the car, so they may have come a long way for the car show, but I'm sure glad they did. Look at them right here. These two green cars. That's the hers, and just that green and gold motif. I mean, awesome. And then there's his, and same thing. And she had the Charger and he had the Challenger. It doesn't get any more storybook than that. I absolutely fell in love with those two cars. I hope they won top prize, because they were absolutely amazing. Incredible builds. And as we were leaving the show, I got to see the fake taxi one more time, and uh-oh, is that Border Patrol coming to get us? No, of course not. That's just Texas hose and booty protection. The Booty Patrol, man. What a great way to end an awesome show. See you next year.